This European cricket event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software, Rado and 1xBet.
Actually, got a bit of a mixed for 4. Probably wouldn't have been a wide, in fact. In any case, Daniel Adams makes sure that it finds the rope. So 7. He went offside in the previous over. This time he hooks it away. And it'll be 2-2 as Haller comes in. Just doesn't quite get a hold of it. You can see the catch was taken comfortably inside the rope, just flicks at it. Here it is again on the replay. Jack Scriven just reaching for it a little. That one's going to go away for 4 runs, misdirected from Nuristani. I know Ian had some interesting facts about another slower ball this time. Refit reads it. In fact, it's Scriven on strike for the free hit, and that one goes away to the Portaloos. And well, we need the cap back because someone needs to go and chase that ball. 50, his 2.5 overs so far have gone for a combined 60 runs. Still got 1 ball left. Turning back to spin here, Weybridge as Nathan Robinson comes on. It will be a good fielding effort, but nothing any fielder can do about that, as that one goes flying away, and it's Bucci out there. That's cracked away this time. A bit flatter towards mid-wicket, and well, maybe we can keep our eye on the action. Oh, it's an action replay. We've had it cracked away to mid-wicket on our pitch, and then pretty much the same shot over there. Was it 4 runs? Opportunities to play around with their ball as well. That one's going to fly away. He's certainly one to watch, though, with the bat. That one flies away straight into the belly of Seb Dunn, who we saw in the previous game do some fielding while lying on his back, and that one was fielded with his belly instead. That's a beautiful shot. That's gone all the way for 6, and there's some back fielding once more. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Is it going to go all the way? Yes, it is. It's a no-look scoop. That's the best way to describe that one, as the youngsters tucking into their well-earned lunch. Worth taking another look at this. Into the attack and straight out as, well, full toss, cracked away. That came like a tracer bullet off the bat.
Uh-oh, that is monstrous. Heads up, kids. Well, it's the old double direction fielding. Scriven has knocked the cover off that ball. Great arm from the youngster, but it'll take 2 or 3 more throws like that to get it back to our field. So that over ends up going for 18 runs. And well, I think that the old London cab might have been. All right, this time it's the old lean across and look away, kind of paddle. That's going to be 6 as well. Maybe not quite as clean as the contact as some of the others, but yeah, ref it.
Do the 3 bears have names beyond Papa, Mama, and Baby Bear?
I don't believe so.
Is Bear their surname? They could hyphenate it.
Croatia's going to have a healthy mix of events as well, with T20s and T10 internationals. Then 6 more. Thanks for coming, ref it to 46. And Tilly getting a bit of heat here in the 8th over. Spencer go back in.
I'm going to have to come back to the King's Guard because it is, well,
Refit's going to go to 50 here, and he's going to do it off 17 balls. What a start to his ECN journey. Nuristani.
And then he stands at ease.
Goes for it again, middle length this time, Refit. Hey, he might go past Scriven the way he's going. Going to bring Corey next time to the European Cricket Series. Anyway, Scriven is going to take back the lead or extend his lead with the 10th over. And it's going to start with a clip away, and it'll bring up the 150 for Spencer Maximo. All right, high, really high, and caught. Nicely done. Ref, it's finally going to fall for 66, but what a good innings at pace from him. 66 off 21. Kay comes on and grabs a late wicket. Well, there's 6. That's a good start. Why even think about singles when you can hit them like this? Scriven goes Maximo to 75. Butchie, computer in one hand. And in the end, Spencer, a team that risks going 0-3 if they can't defend this, I think they will be happy.
Who did all the damage with the bat, who throws up his arms and gets the first wicket on the very first ball of the innings, after he was the one that scored 73 not out in that match-winning run chase in the previous game against East Molesey. It was Robinson and Golding out there to open up. He will be replaced by Joey Field.
That's also very good. It's picked up, and watch out, straight over the spanner front row, and Golding, the first Maximo of the innings.
He's got to maybe double down, get a few more if he wants to see his side home, and he gets funky. And it's a mark of the new batters of this generation, isn't it? They are absolutely fearless. We saw Ben Reffitt going for the scoop, and here, second ball, Aidan Golding goes for the reverse and gets all of it.
I think Monty was right, you know, he's talking about...
I'm still waiting for my lesson on the reverse.
Most people just see it on TV and just think they can do it. That one is up in the air. It's just going to creep away from Scriven, who was backing back from outside the circle. Now he's going to take on the leg side. More catching practice for the crowd. Maximo.
Another one to add to the collection there for Aidan Golding. And well, despite going for 21, maybe still not too unhappy with that over, having got the big wicket.
And they're still going up. It's a good take actually by Kerr. I mean, Kerr looks like a little Lego man back there. It's so far away. Have a look at it here. But I think he probably does go to the boundary here. Again, the pace on, flies past the fielder and the spectator. Field with his first boundary.
So I think on average, that's quite a low alphabet.
This is catchable. Scriven to his right, needs to back, and he'll take it. Excellent bit of work. Another key component of this Weybridge batting order. It's 26 for 2.
That was a good catch, tumbling away to his right, takes it over his right shoulder, does Zach Scriven.
Going forward, anyway, this could be trouble. Up in the air, has to get around the umpire first, has to find it. No one is going to touch it in the end. Oh, that's a perfect bit of theatre there. To be fair, the umpire didn't do anything wrong. Meanwhile, we'll come back to live action because the fine leg might be back, but he's not back far enough. That's going to hit square. It's going to get through the fielder. He's having a rough old time there at square leg. Golding is going to move into the 30s. Now glance away, beats the man in the circle, and that's going to be for more crowd fielding. And that's going to be gone. Excellent work by Hauler. Heard a little bit of a noise as it went past, but I think it was given as stumped. And Tilly again goes searching. Another frustrating innings. You look at Field and Tilly, they both end up going for 5 off 6. And it's really tough because someone else has to pick up the slack. Check it here on the replay. I think it's just a swing and a miss. And a good take by Kerr. Lost the hat, but luckily he kept the ball. Regulation stumping in the end. Interesting, he's going to go over the wicket. Well, keeper wants it, keeper gets it. Well, you know, they had a bit of bowler-keeper discussion there for a second. Sometimes these are awkward because it's going away from you and towards the bowler. So at some point, you know, it probably does become the bowler's catch. But I think here he does get there, gets 2 gloves to it.
Certainly trouble now for Weybridge. They're kind of victims of their own success this morning.
Oh, that one is going to spin. And that's what I mean. Gets a bit more side spin. That's why I think he's backing himself over the wicket. But that bounces straight over the stumps for 4 byes. And that should be another one. It's probably a keeper's catch, but this time he's going to balk and he's going to leave it for the fielder. It doesn't matter. Gets caught anyway. So Freddie Hauler with another wicket. He's got 2 for 4 now. It's the end of Nuristani for just 2, and it's 60 for 5.
We're talking about double barrel names. Maybe Freddie wants to consider Freddie Rufus.
That's the reason that someone just misread the lines. It's Rufus Buller. Meanwhile, Kay, he needs to counter punch, and that is exactly what he does. Maximal straight in the European cricket banner.
He goes big and he gets hold of it again, pretty much in the same area. This time, fielding is done by, I think that's a junior member of the Rains Park 11.
Now, this edge is going to just get over the top of Reichel. Has been busy, but it will be 4 runs. Francis with his first boundary. That's well struck. Kay certainly has some power, and he's got it on show. This time goes well over the crowd. Maximal, 6 runs. That's how quickly things can turn around as Francis is going to start the boundary with 4. There's some of our Spanish squad. It's good to have a bit of... Oh, Dave's after it. Let's follow him. Up in the air, and Scriven, he's caught really well, hasn't he? He's had different types of catches as well. And Patel will have a wicket.
Well, you'd imagine here that the win is off the cards, but they want to make sure they at least get to that 117 mark to come away from this game with something. Take a look at this one again. He just doesn't quite get hold of it, targeting that area. I think he wanted to see Dave doing some fielding again.
Yeah. A comfort break. That's up. It's in the edge. That could almost go all the way. And I think it has. It's not just accidental. It's a Maximo. It's an Aximo. What? It's gone on the other field. It's a classic 6 and out, but there's 6.
On the second attempt.
Multi-ball. That's a wild delivery, and it's going to be glanced. More fielding to be done. Solid strike, beats mid off. Grant was up in the circle. Tried to push the the deep fine leg back. Probably not a bad tactic, you know.
The patio there
had more press attention than us. Anyway, that's going to be up, and that's going to be caught. The field they deserve. Last year's finalists heading into a big double header against Banstead. Short and outside the leg stump. Grant gets it wrong, and Kay puts him away. A little bit of the old captain on captain action here. Look unbelievable, and then each team also can get wiped off the park. Sometimes he stops him, sometimes he doesn't. But one thing for sure is Cam Kerr and his side will walk away with the win here. 166 to 129, Spencer with their first win. And it's a 37-run margin over Weybridge. And Spencer, big game coming up for them as well. So